Well, as predicted, I've been telling y'all this since like, I've been saying this for like 5 years. I've been saying this since 2001, 2007. I mean, since I was a kid, really. Since 1993 when Clinton signed DAMA and I was marching with the Marines, training with the Marines, I've been saying that Indiana is the center. It is ground zero for the washing machine. I know it well because I'm from here. I watched it disease my family. I watched it break up my family. I literally watched the environment of this fucking state just destroy families. And it has been doing it for centuries. And not just this state, so many others too. See, this is the wild thing. Is that if you actually learn enough history, what ends up happening is they're calling audibles all on the television. This is what they're doing. Instead of like writing secret documents and having codes and Da Vinci codes, it's in painting. There's the symbology means something. You know, just like when the B-boy, he was in office and he would touch his nose. Every time he would say something and he would touch his nose and be like, I don't really mean that. That's what it means. Once you learn the symbology, you learn a bunch of different languages, you learn vulgar Latin, you learn the law, you read it clearly. You read old newspapers from like 1751 all the way back. You go all the way back. And that's what I did. I studied all the way pre-Rome. Pre-Rome. I know what documents they're not. If you actually look at a lot of the Roman documents and a lot of these older documents, they were manufactured in like 1946. And see, all of our elders, they've done passed on, so they couldn't tell us. Except, you see, my elders lived to be pretty old, like 93, you know? And I always was like, man, I would never want to live that because, well, they outlived everybody. They outlived their whole families. But the stories that they told me and the things that happened to them and the things that they saw, and they kept their mouth shut and they prayed to Jesus. They built the churches, you know, they poured and poured. And then when their time of need came, them churches turned them away. But I want to talk about, you know, the conversation between is black Jesus, brown Jesus, all the different colors of Jesus. I'm going to tell you what Jesus is. First of all, Jesus, that's probably not really how you pronounce it in that older language. It meant earth pig. Yeah, that's right. And the other thing about Jesus is, because it's plural, it's a plural thing. Sirens are going off, who cares? They taught you to pray to what they did. You see, the only thing that Jesus ever wrote was a line in the sand. If you ever read the actual book, probably about 95% of the people that I talk to have never actually read the book. And I've read the book in multiple languages, all the way back, some of the oldest books that you could read. I've read those. I studied them. So when people are like, oh, what did you study? I studied a lot of other religious books as well, too. Of all the hate that they have tried to create in our environment, this is what I'm going to say. And I'm not saying, I've been through a lot of shit. I've been messed with my whole life. I've been terrorized. I've been hurt. I've been harmed. I've been left out, kicked when I'm down. And this time right now in my life right now, when I am like, man, I'm really going through it because I don't even understand this. It doesn't make no damn sense to me. How you can literally be driven into a fucking car that stopped on the highway and somehow I'm on trial. Well, put me on trial then. It's no different than you hanging somebody up on the cross that's innocent after you fucked them up. That's right. Who Jesus is all of you. Every martyr, every innocent person who has just been in the way, just a bystander, just collateral damage. That's who Jesus is. So Jesus is all different colors of people. There's multiple Jesuses. And let me just say about, you know, what's going on here. They're already here. They've been nearby. I really wouldn't be hard pressed if some of the people that have been harassing me, all those like 70 to 80 videos that are in my collections, that's listed under hate crimes, yeah, all those videos, I wouldn't be surprised if you wouldn't find some of those people in there. A few of them especially, they seem like they're training. Maybe that's why they got a problem with me there, because I'm going to see through them. And I know that this all sounds wild, but when you learn enough history, you cannot be fucking manipulated. And the others of you that are, oh, I'm complicit. The reality is that they just hope that it's not them. They don't even give a fuck if it's their own family. They don't care. They've been so damaged by colonization, the colonization societies. That's what they called them. And that's not just here. You see, they perfected this shit in other lands before they brought it here to Turtle Island. And they shipped people from Turtle Island to different countries. We have cousins all over the world. And, you can't talk like that, Andrea. You can't say this. It's the truth, though. Because they wrote it down. They bragged about it. For centuries, they wrote it down. As old as these documents are. And the young kids, you can't read cursive handwriting. So you're going to have a really hard time figuring out everything. That's why they want to go to AI. They want to, 1940, even in the late 1800s, they typed out, rewrote original speeches. They rewrote a lot of things to keep the actual real things that happened in line with the now stuff that they try to teach you and insert into your head so that they can keep you erased. So no, I'm not going to be very popular. If you're popular, you're probably part of the ops. You're probably part of the ops. So, and the other thing too is like all these people are, oh, I'm your friend. You guys are fake. I see right fucking through you. I have since day one. That's what this app does. Instead of like sharing your stuff to the people that actually follow you, which the people that actually follow me, they really don't have any business fucking following me. They have nothing in common with me. They're actually just here to shit on my posts. That's what they do. And they're like, oh, look, she's not successful. That's because you're cheating. If you're so afraid of the things that I say, the things that I share, and I share like 1% of them. 1% of what I know, not even a 1%. I probably say like 0.01% of the things that I actually know and the things that I've actually studied. That's what I share. But here we are. This is all building back up. As a matter of fact, they actually start in the states that they've already started in every single time. Every single time. It's a fucking pattern. It's beyond just like one law, this, and they're like, we're going here, we're going there. Oh, you're going to get the 2000 stimulus. No, you're not. Like, that is abuse. This country is fucking abusing its citizens. It has been ever since the start of this fucking country, because this country was the first 13 colonies were prison colonies. That's right. They used it as like dumping grounds for the other lands that they wanted to clear and Christendom. That's why they need religion. That's another thing too. Like, people are like, oh, why didn't we have this religion? This person doesn't believe. Because you're not allowed to hold office unless you believe in one of the Abrahamic gods. See, I've read 1751 old newspapers, the Massachusetts Spy, exactly how they worded the Constitution. I've read all of that. So, if I'm going to go out, because nobody gave a fuck, that I've literally been like, dude, this is happening. This is going to happen. I told my family, this is going to happen. I'm at risk. I'm at risk. I'm at risk. Somebody is at risk. Our family members are at risk. Our friends are at risk. They did not give a fuck. They ignored me because they thought that I was just fucking talking out of my ass. But look at what's going on. They do the same fucking thing over and over and over again. And they play good cop and bad cop. That's what the two-party system is. Until we dismantle all that, we first have to teach people that they are actually being fucking manipulated. Because if you actually sat down with it, it would make you so angry. And I'm not here to make you angry. I'm just here to let you know some things. To just show you that there's a plural perspective in history, whether it's written or it's orated. Some of it's pretend. A lot of it's pretend. A lot of different groups that you think are original people and whatnot, and I'm talking about all over the world, they're actually not. They're just have a long lineage where their family made a fucking promise and they're just going to keep the shit going. That's why, there was a 12-year-old girl that accidentally discovered that all the presidents are related to King John of Lackland. Why do you think that is? That's predictable. They want us to be predictable, but they themselves are too. So It's better to burn out than to fade away.